Hello and welcome to another video. I'm Kalikaiz. You might say I'm laughing mad this time because I'm going all rummages in Ruby Storm. This version of the deck is not playing any number of crossover, collaboration, reckless impulse, anything like that. Instead, we are going maximum to the maximum. We have maximum Pyroblast in the sideboard with 8 Pyroblast effects. A little bit of a coughing fit. We have maximum big scores, maximum Pirates Pillage, and then I'm playing 4 and 2 of the Electric Revelation effects, which we can pitch. 3 Leyline Weavers could be good here because it gives us more, or maximum, not exactly maximum, but we're going more and more of our cost reducers, our Thornscape Familiars and our Goblin and Archimancers. The Leyline Weavers are basically a cost reducer for our Pirates Pillages and big scores. We don't have to play Desperate Ritual. We can play some Seething Songs. The Leyline Weavers will start making mana once we're going off since we have so many 4-drop spells. So that'll be pretty sweet. The sideboard has 2 Weather Storms for red, 1 Flaring Pain for Strands and Fog, Waterbending, Origin, and Firebending. These are our tech pieces. Killing creatures, protection, drawing cards, and then the cheeky It'll Quench Ya in case we run into a Strands or Fog in the main deck. I have a good time playing this. I almost trophied just recently with this specific list. I'm going to change up my sideboard strategy for it. I will see you in the matches. This video is brought to you by Card Market, Europe's largest TCG marketplace. Unplugged Gaming in Manlius, New York is having their first ever Pauper 1K. This is a $30 entry that starts at 1 p.m. on August 15th. 70% of the entries will go straight to prizes up to a 64-player cap. Just outside of Syracuse, New York, this event is going to be sweet. Okay, round number 1. We're on the draw versus Apis 72. They play Walls combo. So we are taking a risk. We're going to keep it. If I find red mana, this hand goes nuts. They play a Cerulean Caretaker. So we have a bunch of red sources, including Manamorphose in the deck. I whiffed the first turn. They play a Forest. Weary Ranger. 2 mana for a Winding Way. They find Forest, Battlement, Caretaker, Tinderwall. Could be dead next turn. Okay, I'll play my Thornscape Familiar. I have a turn 3 lined up, but we'll see if it's fast enough. Our opponent, 3 mana for an Axebane Guardian. They make 1 mana with the Caretaker, play the Tinderwall. They untap, so they could have the Tuk, plays another Axebane. Ooh, he dodges a bullet. Play Manamorphose. We'll go a red. Combo time. Play Thornscape Familiar. Boom. Oops. Okay. We have 1 mana. Seething Song. 5 mana. Seething Song. A bajillion mana. Big score. We will pitch the Electric Revelation. And I will make, I guess, we'll Glimpse the Impossible. Getting a bunch of mana. Okay. I don't need it. Let's go green. Well, so all my big scores are mana positive now. I'm just going to first day of class. Get the Waterbending. Make green. Thornscape Familiar. Okay. It's on the table. Pirates Pillage. We'll pitch the Electric Revelation. All right, big score from Exile, pitching a land. We cast Leyline Weaver. Now that was a mana neutral play. We'll go blue, cast Waterbending. Weaver untaps. We're sort of running out of mana. We have 4 left over. We'll tap the creatures. We'll Electric Revelation from the graveyard, pitching a land. Okay, running out of mana. We will pitch another land. Using the one in the graveyard goes up cards in hand. I will pitch another land, pitching a Laughing Mad. We need a 4-drop. Okay, Seething Song can help. We'll cast Seething Song. Pitch a land. Draw some cards. Uh-oh. Pitch a land, draw some cards. I like that these are draw 4s, but they're not getting us there. Draw. Okay, Seething Song. Feel a little bit better. We have a lot of mana in play. Cast a Leyline Weaver. Okay. Can we draw something with this draw 2? Bunch of mana. Manamorphose. Didn't get there yet. Red, green. Find a Glimpse. Okay. Draw 3. Okay. Manamorphose. I'm just saying okay a lot. Opponent concedes the match. All right. Thank you very much, Apis. I'm sorry about that. I know it's hard to have to face the Stormers, but we're off to round 2. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Round 2 versus Dredge player, maybe? They say that they hard Dredge. Let's keep. So the great thing about this hand is that on turn 2, we can play Leyline Weaver and a Thornscape Familiar if they are non-interactive. We will play land and pass. even if they play Island, okay, they're playing a Cliff Gate. That's a little risky for me. I think I still do it. Probably Naya Gates. They might not have a removal spell. If they don't have a removal spell, we're like in the money probably. Because now with Thornscape plus Leyline Weaver, the big score is mana neutral. Even if they kill the Thornscape, next turn I can play Leyline Weaver from hand. Journey to Nowhere. So later on, if we find... Well, they get rid of the Leyline Weaver. Okay. Surprised. We find a Glimpse. Let's cast the Glimpse. Trying to draw into some lands. Some action. We'll cast Manamorphose. Go red. We find a Pirate's Pillage. Let's play the Hickory Woodlot. Play another Leyline Weaver. And we'll get in for 2 damage. We get a snow-covered mountain turned into a spawn. We still have 2 red and 2 green, and then the colorless available. One plays a Melded Moxite. They pitch a Strands. Can't flash it back right now. My turn, we find a Seething Song. Let's cast the Seething Song. See where we can go. Cast a Glimpse. We have 5 mana left. We have a Seize the Storm. I'm going to Glimpse again. Did not really get anywhere. But I can play the Gruul Turf and pick up my mountain. And then use my Eldrazi spawn. Pitch the mountain. This goes back to 4 mana available. So now I can go first day of class off of the Spider. Get a random pitchable. Firebending. Ooh, I should have gotten the other card. No, I can't cast it for 1 mana. We'll cast Leyline Weaver for 1 mana. And then we tap the Leyline Weaver, 2 treasure tokens. Big score, pitching the Firebending lesson. We'll go to 4 mana available, which is enough to cast the Seize the Storm. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll cast the Seize the Storm. It is a 12-12. So 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, they're at 18. I guess we attack. Send in the team. Bonk. That's my favorite. I can't get enough. Cannot get enough. So they're a flaring. This is a deck where Flaring Pain is good. They're relatively slow, right? Usually I would be cutting a Desperate Ritual. I don't have Desperate Rituals to cut. I could cut the Gruul Turf because I don't necessarily, I don't know. I don't want to have my mana be bad though. I think maybe it makes sense to just trim a Leyline Weaver and we'll resubmit. Well, I didn't cut any lands, but I opened a no-lander anyway. All right, this hand is very mid, but we can put back the Flaring Pain. Now we have 3 land drops to make. Put back the Flaring Pain. It's going to be on the bottom of the deck. Worth noting. Opponent plays a Cliff Gate. If we find a big score effect, we can... There's a Pirate's Pillage. That's good. So the thing that we can use the Pirate's Pillage for is just pitching some excess lands and building up mana on the table. Opponent plays a Basilisk Gate. They have an Outlaw Medic. So the threats are incoming. I'll play the Geothermal Crevice and pass. They play a Mountain. They can attack for 3 if they gate their creature. Instead, they pursue the past, discarding Sacred Cat. They'll attack for 1. I'll go to 19. They're at 22. And I have Needle, Crevice. Play this Mountain. I found a big score, so I will pass. The Pirate's Pillage is sorcery, but the big score is an instant, so I can do it on their end step. Thinking I'm just going to big score, discarding the first day of class. They embalm the Sacred Cat, bringing it back. Sacred Cat is Uro, confirmed. All right, my turn, or end step, will big score this first day of class. We only have 2 left in the deck, which is going to matter. We find a Thornscape Familiar. So I can play Thornscape, then cast first day of class, and then they bolt my creature. Or I can Pirate's Pillage. I have the same amount of mana. I think I'm going to play the Woodlot and pass the turn. I can maybe use the first day of class later as a protection spell. I just don't want to get stuck. It has 5 mana available now. They choose to gate. They pump up the Outlaw Medic. They have white, green, and red-white available. So it could be a Thraben Charm. It could be a Lightning Bolt. They're passing. Sort of in the same spot as I was before. All right, I guess this is happening. Let's play Thornscape Familiar. Cast Manamorphose. They have Thraben Charm. So we'll sacrifice our lands. Cast first day of class. Get the Origin of Metal Bending, and I will Metal Bending targeting my creature. It cannot be as indestructible. It cannot be killed by the Thraben Charm. We'll go red-green. Didn't get anywhere with that, but think I Seething Song first. I guess I can Glimpse first, and I might hit a cost reducer off the top. We hit the cost reducer. So that allows me to play Lawrencegate Familiar and then double Seething Song. So I'm getting one more mana than I would have if I hadn't done that. And that's Glimpse. Okay, we have Electric Revelation. Let's pitch the Woodlot. We find an Anarchomancer. The one thing I can do is, if I just play the Anarchomancer, the Pirate's Pillages are both mana positive, meaning I could just pitch the Seething Song. The other option is to discard the Anarchomancer to the Electric Revelation. I think I am going to want it. So I'll play Anarchomancer, pitch the... Wait, cancel. Let's Electric Revelation, discarding the Seething Song, drawing 2 cards. Village, discarding Crevice, going to 2 mana available. Yeah, we're just kind of pitching some lands, drawing some cards. Metamorphose. Red. Glimpse is nice. Okay, Leyline Weaver is great because Leyline Weaver means now I'm super duper mana positive. Instead of going up 1 mana, I'm going up 2 mana every Pirate's Pillage. Oh no, wait. Yeah, 2 mana. Let's Revelation, discard the Needle. I think they're just dead. Cast a Leyline Weaver. And then Revelation, discard the Anarchomancer. Pirate's Pillage. Discard the Mountain, making... So now this is plus 3 mana. Pirate's Pillage is a Desperate Ritual here. That's pretty nuts. Glimpse, draw 3. Metamorphose. I don't know, man. I'm just... This deck is so sweet. Okay. We don't need this Familiar. Pitch the Familiar. Draw 2 cards. Going up cards in hand. Okay, now the good stuff. First day of class. Get Waterbending. Make blue. How about a draw 3? I'll tap my creature and I will tap my other creature. Let's pitch a land with Laughing Mad. Pitch a land with Big Score. Now I'm getting a little bit, it's not that necessary for me to be super specific. I'll Seething Song, Morphos. We have 6 cards left in library. Make green. Big Score away a Laughing Mad. That puts it in the graveyard, so it'll count towards the Season Storm. We untap our creatures. I'll Seething Song. I'll Electric Revelation, discarding Electric Revelation. And then Electric Revelation, discarding a land. 0 cards in library. Lawrencegate Familiar. Make green. Anarchomancer. Could we have won before? Probably. Would it be 160 damage if we won before? It would not have been. I'm blasting. Seize the Storm. And Seize the Storm. The important thing here that I'm trying to figure out by testing this is whether or not I can beat blue with just the Rummage deck. We have to make sure we attack, otherwise our opponent would win because we would deck out. But instead, we bonk them. They're at negative 132. I'll see you in round 3. Round number 3. Okay. I mean, this is probably a keep. We have turn 2 Weaver off the Hickory Woodlot, play the Sandstone Needle. If my opponent is a blue deck. If they are a red deck, we are in a little bit of trouble. But we can play an Anarchomancer, Morphos, First Day of Class, Leyline Weaver on turn 3. Island for the opponent. Okay. So we'll play out the Hickory Woodlot. It's going to be useful to know whether or not we can beat an island deck. We play out a flood. They get a floodplain and play it. So I don't know if they're going to have an untapped red source. I'm just going to go for an Anarchomancer, Leyline Weaver. Plays an island. Bender's Waterskin. That's a red source. They don't do anything though. I'm going to attempt to Metamorphose. They are F6. We'll go red, blue. Play an Anarchomancer, or maybe go First Day of Class, get Waterbending, Anarchomancer, Seething Song again, Waterbending. What do we get? All right, we have a bunch of mana. So I will pay the mana. We'll make green, play an Anarchomancer, Big Score away a Hickory Woodlot. Going up on lands, or on mana, finding a Glimpse. Okay, so the problem now, I could First Day of Class again and just take Quench. Or I could First Day of Class kill their Waterskin. I think that's the plan. They won't have any red sources. I have a bunch of attackers. First Day of Class. Get the Metal Bending. Play Leyline Weaver. Play Familiar. We will destroy your Bender's Waterskin. Play a Sandstone Needle. And they concede. Well, that was fun. Shouldn't have F6'd. Let me know everything was chill. Okay, we have all the blasts. Remember when I said there was blasts? Yeah, there's 8. We don't need the Seething Song because at some point, if these resolve, we go up on mana. And then I'm going to cut on the Leyline Weavers. And then I'm thinking about cutting first day of class. Basically, I want to have as much draw power and counter spells as possible. So that's my plan. Submit. When we draw our opening hand, we are looking for one with lots of lands. Our hands need lands. Okay. This one has lands. So it is a keep. The Seize the Storm, not very good in this hand, but we could find a line to pitch it when they tap out. I have a Sandstone Needle. I'll play Crevice first because I could draw a Pyroblast, the Volatile Fjord into a snow-covered island, play a Sandstone Needle, and pass it over when it brainstorms. And then they cycle. I wish that so having untapped lands there would have been so much better. They play out the Floodplain. We find a Pyroblast. So I will play the Crevice. I'm working up to casting Big Score with Pyroblast backup. So my opponent will brainstorm. If they cycle again, they do. I mean, I could crack I could crack my land, my Geothermal Crevice, and Big Score the Seize the Storm. Then I can't use this Crevice later for mana, but I'm up mana on the table, and I still am drawing cards. Then next turn I can play the Mountain, or I can just Laughing Mad discard the Seize the Storm. I think I crack and Big Score pitching the Seize the Storm. All right, we drew another depletion, so that's not too bad. Then my opponent plays Archaeomancer. I would just try to pyro it. Find an Archaeomancer. I'll play this Hickory Woodlot out. They crack their landscape. 6 cards in their hand. Plays an island. They're passing. No. Yes. Play mountain. They play a floodplain. My turn. Another mountain is great. I think we probably want to Electric Revelation, pitching Electric Revelation. Evoke a Muldrifter. I will respond. Electric Revelation. Maybe I pitch the Pirate's Pillage. I'm going to pitch the Laughing Mad. And then I'm going to attempt to Pyroblast. Pyro? Resolves. Nice. Okay, I go to my turn. We have a Seize the Storm. I'll pass to their turn. They play a land. They're evoking another Muldrifter. I'll cycle a Metamorphose. Red. And then I will Electric Revelation and discard an Archaeomancer. We find a Pyroblast. I feel like I have to try to pyro it. Pyroblast? They respond. Blue Blast. Okay. They do have the Ephemerate. Let's try an Archaeomancer. They have Counterspell with Blue Blast. I'll play a Thornscape Familiar and then attempt a Thornscape Familiar. Okay, that just resolves. Play Gruul Turf. Pick up Mountain. We will Pirate's Pillage, pitching Electric Revelation. Big Score. Pitch the Woodlot, looking for a Pyro. And I will attempt to Red Blast, destroying your Muldrifter. Boom. Your turn. They will lose their Ephemerate. Play out an island. Hardcast Drifter. So they probably have interaction now. We have a first day of class. I'll play a Mountain, attempt a Goblin and Archaeomancer. A Counterspell. I'll attempt the Laughing Mad, pitching the Needle. Okay. I will pass. It's hard to manage the cards in hand here, and I think they're getting away with it. They play our Archaeomancer, getting back Blue Blast. 4 cards in hand. One of them's a Blue Blast. We have a Metamorphose. Let's try Metamorphose, converting the green into red. And then I will attempt a first day of class, which they probably try to counter. They go for a Blue Blast. Okay, I will attempt to Glimpse the Impossible. We have a Pyroblast now. Let's Metamorphose. Red. We'll try another Glimpse, see if I can find another cost reducer. No reducers. Village, discarding the Sandstone Needle. Another Pyro. We will... I have a bunch of... These are all from Glimpses, right? Glimpse. Yeah, because I don't have any other thing that can put stuff in exile. I'll play my Crevice, and then I will attempt to Pyroblast your Archaeomancer. And then they don't have anything. Okay, great. Perfect. I'm hanging out. All the Electric Revelations are in the graveyard. We got a lot of mana now. We can use the Spawn plus Revelation to go up colored sources. To make 5 mana for Lorien, I will attempt to Counterspell. Okay, it's working. It's working. We're grindy. We're getting grindy over here. They get in for 2. I have 1 more first day class left in the deck. The Ephemerate. I don't like that. I will Laughing Mad, pitching Seize the Storm. And then Pyroblast, destroying your Muldrifter. Sweet. Okay. Alright, now I found Thornscape Familiar. Means I can Revelation from the graveyard. Okay. I think I'm going to pitch the big score with the Pirate's Pillage just to put more colored sources on the table. All right, we find Pirate's Pillage pitching Woodlot, finding a glimpse. Now I think I play the Mountain. The Seize the Storm from exile from the graveyard costs 4, so I'll go Seize the Storm for 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got a 27 power creature. Attack. I'm grinding them out. I am grinding them out. Sweet. All right. What do you got? They didn't have counterspells before, so they have one card in hand that matters. It's probably the Ride's End, I would think. Plays Lorien. I will respond. Counterspell. We have 11 cards left in the library. If I find First Day of Class, we're going to Revelation, pitch Needle. Finding a Pyroblast. Let's cast the Glimpse the Impossible, looking for that First Day of Class. Another Glimpse. Tough scenario. I think I Glimpse again. I'm worried that I'm going to deck myself. Play Mountain. Do I have a First Day of Class left on the deck? There's one. Look at my sideboard. Took out one. There should be one left. I have a Pyroblast. So I will big score, pitch the Mountain. Then I'll cast First Day of Class. I guess I'm taking the Quench. I don't think it's going to do anything. We'll go green. Play Thornscape. Oops. We want to start with the red spell, the Anarchomancer, because it cost reduces the Thornscape familiar. Anarchomancer on the table. Thornscape. That's his 5. And then this currently costs 2 mana. So Seize the Storm for 1 and a red. And this plays around a single Ride's End. Combat. Attack for lethal. 0 cards in the library. No! They were sitting on Ethereal Haze. Well played. Well played. All right. Bummer for me. I didn't think that one through. Forgot about the Ethereal Haze. So I messed that up. I should have just attacked. Do I want to do anything about the Ethereal Haze? No, I don't. That sucks, though. Outplayed. I mean, I should have thought that through. They were sitting on it. I wanted to not die to Ride's End, but then I died to the Ethereal Haze. What a bummer. Okay, we will get rid of First Day of Class. When it mulligans to 5. We have a turn 2 Thornscape plus Crevice. Oh, man. What a punt. Crevice. Play Familiar. When it Brainstorms. Plays Plains. Augur of Bolas. That clears their Brainstorm, revealing a Scred. Okay, so we can go for tap 4 mana, play an Archomancer, village away a land, and I have a Red Blast. They have the Scred coming. We'll draw. I'll play Gruul Turf, picking up the Mountain, Pirate's Pillage, discarding the Woodlot, going up cards, or going up mana. We'll big score, discarding Sandstone Needle. Should I Glimpse? I think I'm going to Glimpse. Do they Pyro? We have a Pyro. Play Revelation, pitch a land, play Pyroblast, play your Augur. I guess they can Ephemerate here. They Pyroblast my creature. I think I'm good with that. Okay, attack for 2. I was worried that they would have an Ephemerate. They're going to Scred my Thornscape. Then I will go untap. What? Oh, they play Bender's Waterskin, so they can Scred the Thornscape. Yep, that happens. Then they can untap and have a Pyroblast. My turn. Goblin and Archomancer. Not today, baby. We have a Pyroblast. Play land. One in Brainstorms. We just have to not die to a Haze. Deck ourselves. Haze 3 mana for Fiery Cannonade. Okay. So we'll Electric Revelation. 1, 2, 3. Discard the Pirate's Pillage. Interesting. I have Seize the Storm now. Play Sandstone Needle. They have 2 cards in hand and 5 mana. Cracks the landscape. Gets an island. Another Waterskin. Okay, that's not a card that they can draw. I will Pyroblast your Augur. Boop. My turn. Finding a big score. We'll cast Seize the Storm. I have a 10/10. I can almost cast the flashback of it. Let's say they cast a blue spell here. I could Pyro. I could untap and big score something. Play my Anarchomancer out. I'll attempt to attack for 10. Oh, fudge! No! I misclicked. The disappointment. No. Okay. When it will Lorien, I will counterspell. They have a Pyro. Oh, they have a Dispel. Bad news. Bad news. My turn. I'll attempt to attack. They go for a Scred. I will big score in response, pitching Electric Revelation. Okay. The creature's dead. When it takes 13. And we can play land. Crack all of our lands. and flashback to seize the storm. You have to deal with 2 13 power creatures. Maybe they have the Ethereal Haze. This loss is on me if I lose here. Multiple problems I did. Evoke some Drifter. I can't believe I threw it like 6 times already. I got too excited. Brainstorm in response to the Mole Drifter. They concede. Well, I got away with one. I didn't deserve that. We'll see you in round 4. Alrighty. Round 4. Our opponent is Ivern and OP. Alright, we can keep this 6-card hand. The problem is, what do we put back? Probably the Leyline Weaver, unfortunately. I don't know what my opponent's been up to. Their last scene was Wall's Cascade. We're keeping, we put back the Leyline Weaver. It's our weakest card in our hand. If my opponent is on Wall's Cascade, then I have to probably Morphos on turn 2 for the Anarchomancer. I would have liked to keep the Weaver, but because I don't have green, I have to keep the Manamorphose. I could have gone for Weaver into Manamorphose. Weaver as my green source on turn 2. Maybe that would have been a little bit better. Nope, they're on a burn deck. Play Hickory Woodlot, pass the turn. That was a good draw because now I can big score away. They're playing red-green. It is Walls. Okay, Bitter Reunion. I don't know what's happening. Don't know what's happening. Maybe I should. Discards Basking Root Walla. Playing Gruul stuff. I will big score pitching a mountain. Now I have both my cost reducers. So I don't have to play this land. But if I do play the land, I could try to go off. I think I'm going to pass. We are hoping that they tap the mountain again. That's the mountain. It's getting tapped. They play a Voldaren Epicure. Plays a Highland Forest. They get in for 1. I'm going to sacrifice my 2 depletion lands, play a Narcomancer. Thornscape Familiar. Combo time. Seething Song. Let's do it. Manamorphose. Red, green. Glimpse the Impossible. We'll play Mountain from Exile. Play a Narcomancer. And now big score for +1. It just feels so good. Manamorphose again. Red, red. If we're going to pitch any of our cost reducers, the Narcomancer is the one we want to pitch because it's always 2 mana, where the familiars are 1 mana. I'm going to use another, the Electric Revelation from Exile to get rid of the other familiar. It's Laughing Mad, discarding the Woodlot, going up cards in hand. Laughing Mad, discarding Sandstone Needle. Okay, I can Glimpse. Then I can First Day of Class. Okay, I think we got it. First Day of Class. We'll get a pitchable Firebending Lesson. Make red. Big score from Exile. That goes out cards in hand. Finding a Leyline Weaver. Actually, cancel. Let's cast another First Day of Class, but this time we are going to grab the Waterbending Lesson. Then I'll play the Leyline Weaver. It's a 4/4. We'll pitch the Anarchomancer to the Pirate's Pillage. Untap that Weaver. I'll pitch a Woodlot to the Pirate's Pillage. Untap again. 1. When it concedes. No. Yes. Okay, sweet. All right, so this is no sideboarding. We don't... They're, I think, probably slow enough that the Weather Storm doesn't matter. So I'm just going to resubmit. And I don't think I want to take out the Gruul Turf because I just want to stay consistent. All right. So we're keeping here. This is a little weird. We probably lead on the Crevice. Our opponent plays Epicure on turn 1. Play the Crevice. They play a Forest. Discarding Snacker. And then they get it back with a Faithless Looting. So maybe they are fast enough for me to be scared. I wonder if I should play the Gruul Turf or just play the Mountain. Play the Mountain and pass the turn. One thing I could do is I could big score using the Seething Song to set up. But I think it's better to play Mountain and then big score with Gruul Turf. When it gets in for 3, we'll go to 15. We play a Bitter Reunion, discarding a Looting. Untap Mountain because they want to hold up interaction. Let's play Mountain and then sacrifice and then Pirate's Pillage, discarding the Gruul Turf. Sketchy. I might just die. If I draw a cost reducer, maybe I'm okay. They'll attack in for 3, put me to 12. And then what's their next thing? If they have like a Chrysalis, that'd be bad. Plays Malevolent Rumble, finding Rumble, Landscape, Writhing Chrysalis, and Bannerhide Cruciak, which is a card they can use from the graveyard. Opponent plays a Melded Moxite, discarding... I don't know what they discarded. Bitter Reunion? We have a Seize the Storm. I think I just have to big score pitching the Sandstone Needle. We're dead. Pass the turn. This hand was clearly not good enough. They have a Lightning Bolt to put me to 9. This puts me to 6. Double Bolt kills me. Chrysalis plus Oh, Scourge Devil. Yeah, that kills me. Okay, I guess we're going to go for the Weather Storm plan. Draw some cards. I mean, the main problem was that there was 0 cost reducers. We probably don't need double Seize the Storm. And I'll cut a turf. I bring in 2 weathers. Okay. We're keeping Leyland, turn 2 Weaver. They kill it. Play another Weaver. Kill it again. Where do we go from there? Nowhere. Gotta keep this hand though. Our opponent goes to 6. Play the Crevice. They play a Mountain and an Epicure. We have a Laughing Mad. I'll play a Mountain and a Weaver. They go Bolt. Get in for 1. Interesting. I'll play a Leyline Weaver again. If it stays alive and they tap their Mountain to do stuff, they're going to discard a Root Walla. I'm clearly blocking the Epicure. I'm just hoping they don't have another Bolt, because I'm in a great spot. Oh man. A red, green, red. Play a Narcomancer. Seething Song. Let's big score and discard the Weather Storm here, because we don't really need it. Cast Manamorphose. Make red, red. Another big score. Make red. We'll big score discarding the Laughing Mad. And that's the problem with the Weather Storm often, is that it doesn't really do anything. Manamorphose. Red, red. Another Pirate's Pillage. See if we can find a cost reducer. No. But land. Past first day of class. Getting Firebending. 1, 2, 3. We pillage away the Firebending. Shoo! 5 mana still available. Okay. Thornscape Familiar. That has haste. I will Revelation from Exile, discarding the Crevice. Okay, everything is mana positive now. So I'm going to pitch the Seething Song to the Pirate's Pillage. Zooming. And big score away a Mountain. Draw 2. There's a Leyline Weaver. Going to Seething Song. Revelation. Pitch Woodlot. Draw. Okay. Combos. Combo times. Laughing Mad. Go up a card in hand. Pitch the Crevice. Uh-oh. What about action? Let's just play the Leyline Weaver then. For a mana. And then make 2 mana. Pillage away the Woodlot. If I find a first day of class, I can Seething Song for Waterbending. We didn't find a first day of class, so I'll go green, red, cast a Narcomancer, and I'll attack with my 3/3. Kind of fizzled. Our opponent is on 1 land though. I did a lot of things. Can't be said that I didn't do a lot of things. A Faithless Looting. Discards a Root Wall and a Sneaky Snack. Plays a Mountain Forest, Highland Forest. Does it make sense to just swing out? So they have to block. We have 3, 6, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14 power. Combat. Send in the team. They're going to double block one of my 2/2s. Okay. Bonk. They go to 6 life. I wonder if they also brought in Weather the Storms. That would be funny. They probably did. They have 3 mana. They can flashback the Faithless Looting, bring back the Sneaky Snacker, and then die to my attacks. If they have Breath Weapon, they can kill most of my creatures. I'm just waiting to draw a card draw spell. We drew 34 cards so far. Plays a Melded Moxite. That brings back the snack. Discarding Fiery Temper. So they take out a 3/3. And they can go to 1. Probably want to kill the Anarchomancer. Okay, they do. We draw nothing. Play Sandstone Needle and attack out. They have to block. So they block the 3/3. They go to 1 life. There's the block. When it's at 1. If that Weather the Storm had been a draw spell, we would have just, maybe won at this point. I have many, many, many live draws in my deck. We play out another Melded Moxite. Discarding a Fiery Temper. Taking out a creature. Probably the Anarchomancer still. They concede. We're 4-0 on to round 5. Let's do it. Round number 5 versus Sneaks. Sneaksy. This is okay. We have Crevice and Mountain. We're on the play, which matters. Turn 4, we can pitch Laughing Mad. When it's playing Plains, Thraben Inspector. I will go Mountain and pass. So turn 3, we could go Familiar Song, Big Score. They play nothing so far. Gets in with the Thraben Inspector. Potential for Leonardo. No Leonardo. Plays Skyfisher to pick up the Thraben Inspector. We find a Leyline Weaver. I think I just play the Leyline Weaver out. Because if it lives, I am in a great position. Planning on blocking the Thraben Inspector, most likely. They have 3 mana available, though. Wait, what? Skyfisher, they return the clue token. Huh. That's a surprise. They want to keep bashing in for damage. They're trying to curve out. I think I just don't block then. They pay 1 mana for a Novice Inspector. Raven Charm, killing my creature. We have a Narcomancer. I can go a Narcomancer, Seething Song, Big Score the Laughing Mad, Thornscape Familiar. See what happens? A Narcomancer, Seething Song. I could also just Big Score the Mountain. Then the Laughing Mad costs 1 mana. I think I'm going to still Big Score. I think I'll discard the Mountain. That's a tough question. Play Thornscape. Laughing Mad, discarding Woodlot. Try the Glimpse. Didn't really find anything. I will go land and Revelation, pitching the Needle. We have the Seize the Storm in exile. So that's going to go to my graveyard. We get 2 spawns. They used the Thraben Charm that they had previously, so I don't know if they'll have more Thraben Charms. We have to count every turn to see how much damage they would do. This is 10 damage with the Guardian's Pledge. They're just attacking with the Skyfisher. We go to 14. Plays Core Skyfisher. Picks up Novice Inspector. I'll try First Day of Class. I think I take the Waterbending just in case I can actually cast it. Play Thornscape Familiar. It's a 3/2. We Laughing Mad, discarding the... It's a Laughing Mad, discarding the Sandstone Needle. Looking for mana. Cast Manamorphose. Go red. Okay. So Pirate's Pillage on the Leyline Weaver goes +1 mana. I think it's better than just casting the Leyline Weaver and trying to pitch the Waterbending because I want to draw cards. Sacrifice. Maybe not. Let's Laughing Mad, discarding the Woodlot. Play Thornscape Familiar. Cast Seize the Storm. How big is it? It's a 10/10. And then they what? They Thraben Charm me? They didn't do that correctly. Alright, I'll play Gruul Turf. Pick up the land. Attack with my big creatures. They were supposed to Thraben Charm me while that was in the graveyard. They thought it would just die. It did not. When it goes to 10 life. They play Lunarch Veteran out. I still am needing a lot here. Plays out an Inspector. The best draw for me is probably any of my big score effects so that I can big score into the Waterbending. They crack a clue. They'll attack in for 4. They're currently at 10. They refuse. Okay, they only attack with 1 of their creatures. First Day of Class. Okay. I guess I just First Day of Class for a random card. So it's going to be Metal Bending. Revelation, pitch the Metal Bending. And we found another Seize the Storm. That should just be lethal. So now I can Laughing Mad, discarding... Actually, Laughing Mad from the graveyard. Discarding the other Laughing Mad. Found a Seething Song. Draw 2 more cards. There we go. We got there. Boom. Okay. I don't have anything specific I want to bring in. I do want to bring the Flaring Pain. I can cut the Gruul Turf. Data Pusher will be happy to know that Leyline Weaver is still a playable card. Brian Cook will be sad. He thinks Leyline Weaver is dumb. We're in game 2. His hand's fine. Not great. We have multiple reducers, which is awesome. When it leads on a Lunarch Veteran. Play Crevice out. We can consider cracking the Geothermal Crevice just to pitch the Electric Revelation. Not sure if I want to do that just yet. Thraben Inspector gains them a life. They don't attack. Okay, I'll play this Hickory Woodlot. Because next turn I can play out the Mountain and then use the Pirate's Pillage to pitch this Geothermal Crevice that's in my hand. When it has 3 mana. Gets in for 2. They get in for 3 actually because they have a Leonardo. And then they replay the Thraben Inspector. So if I find a ritual, we did not find a ritual. We're going to Pirate's Pillage the Crevice. And then next turn try to make something happen. No ritual still, that's bad. Opponent attacking in for 5. Leonardo's a strong card. I'm at 12. I find a Seething Song. Yay! So we're going to go Goblin and Archimancer. Thornscape Familiar. They may have a Thraben Charm now. But we can just go First Day of Class. Crack the Crevice for black-green. Thraben. And then protect my creature. Plays around a Mana Tithe if they have a Mana Tithe. I'll crack my Crevice. Make red. First Day of Class. My Metal Bending will be cost reduced. Origin of Metal Bending. I know that I keep playing Storm, and maybe people are not super hyped on it, but it's my favorite deck. Okay. Thraben Charm resolves. An Archimancer. Thornscape Familiar gets a counter and haste. Looks like we barely have any resources, but wait, there's a Seething Song. Now, where can we go from here? Draw 3 cards, glimpse the impossible. Another Seething Song. That's a little sketchy. Let's pitch this Hickory Woodlot. We have 1 in exile. Okay. I'll use 2 mana to pitch the Sandstone Needle in my hand. Another Seething Song. Okay, so let's big score. Discarding a Laughing Mad. That way I can flash it back. A Manamorphose. Okay, I keep saying okay. Cast Manamorphose. Red, red. Boom. Morphos again. Green, red. Another big score. Laughing Mad from the graveyard. Pitch the Sandstone Needle. Finding the Goblin Archmancer, but we want to see how much we can do without using the cards in my hand. So I glimpse first. Thornscape from exile. Pillage, pitching an Archmancer. Don't need it. Seething Song. Revelation, pitching the land. Don't need a land. Pitch another land. We have 7 mana right now. All Seething Song. We're going to get the 5-0 as long as I don't mess up. Draw cards. Morphos. Red, green. Pitch Sandstone Needle. Draw 2. I said, nice game, my friend. Thank you very much. Play Leyline Weaver because I have all the resources in the world. Oh, this big score, this Seize the Storm. They conceded. Another Storm 5-0. This is the to the max version of Storm. I actually ended up going 4-1 and then this 5-0 with this version. So I'll probably put up another sideboard guide on patreon.com/Kalikaiz that you can find. And I hope that you enjoyed. Keep storming. I'll see you in the next video.